Hi students, welcome to another video of Smartly Learn. In this video, we are going to see how to solve the sums from the next lesson, arithmetic progression. We are going to solve the first sum in exercise 5.1. This particular question has many subdivisions. In this video, we will see how to solve the first two subdivisions in this numerical. So let us look at the problem first. In which of the following situations does the list of numbers invoked make an arithmetic progression and why? So you're going to identify in these two cases whether they are AP or not. So the first sum, the taxi fare after each kilometer, when the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer and rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. So what was given to us? The taxi fare for the first kilometer. So let us note down that taxi fare for first kilometer. So the first kilometer is going to be equal to rupees 15. The next statement was and rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. So let's do the taxi for the second kilometer is going to be equal to 8 more. For the first kilometer is rupees 15. The taxi fare for the second kilometer is going to be 15 plus 8 because the first kilometer you incurred a charge of 15. For the second kilometer you're going to incur an additional charge. So it is going to be 23. So after the first 2 kilometers you're going to pay rupees 23. Taxi fare for first 3 kilometers. So taxi fare for first 3 kilometer is going to be equal to 23 plus 8, which is equal to 31. So if you look at the numbers generated, they are 15, 23, 31 and so on. So if you look, the first number is 15. The second number is going to be 8 more than 15. So if you find a gap between 15 and 23, it is 8. The gap between 23 and 31 is also 8. Therefore, these numbers are in AP. So we have just confirmed that there is a common difference of 8 between every additional fare that you incur in the taxi. So now let us look at the second sum. The amount of air present in a cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the remaining air in the cylinder at a time. Okay, so let us look at the condition first. It said amount of air present in the cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air remaining. So let us assume I can pick any number, but I'm going to start with the assumption. Let the amount of air to begin with in the cylinder is equal to say 24 liters. I'm starting with this particular number because I want it to be a multiple of 4 and I at least want to perform few calculations. So I ended up picking 24. You can do 28, 32, anything of your choice, but we are going to assume it is a multiple of 4 mainly because we are going to do 1/4 calculation. So for that reason, it is what randomly chosen. So if the amount of air is equal to 24 liters to begin with, then what is going to be done? You're going to remove the remaining air at a time. So after first removal, let us calculate how much air is going to be left. So I'm going to do 24 minus 1/4 of 24. Correct? So this is equal to 24 minus 6. So this is ending up to be 18 for me. So now after the first removal, the amount of air left in the pump is going to be 18 liters. Now let's do it for the second removal. After second removal, so I'm going to calculate how much amount is left. So I'm going to do 18 minus 1/4 of 18. Right? So remaining amount I'm going to pump 1/4 of it. So 18 minus 18 divided by 4 is 9 by 2, which is equal to 18 minus 4.5. So this is going to be 13.5 liters. Okay. I think we have enough data to check whether it is AP or not. So let us list the numbers. The number is going to be 24, 18, 13.5, and so on till we pump out all the air. So now we see the difference between the first term and the second term is going to be minus 6 because 18 minus 24. So I get to have minus 6. Now if you compute the difference between 18 and 13.5, it is definitely not minus 6. Therefore, it's not an AP. Okay. So we just needed minimum 3 terms to check whether these numbers are an AP or not. In the next video, we will see how to solve the third and the fourth subdivision in this question. Please extend your support to me by subscribing to my channel Smartly Learn. You can also reach out to me through my website www.smartlylearn.in for more practice worksheets. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.